Hi everyone and welcome back to my Slimming World journey. I'm very happy today. I've had a really good result this week. I wasn't expecting much because it's Star Week, so I was a bit nervous about what the result was going to be, but I was very happy to get £2.5, and that is a really amazing result, and that is £6 in 2 weeks, which is I'm absolutely bowled over by that. So you can see I've filled in my little board now with that I've lost £34.5 so far, and that means that I'm £0.5 away from 2.5 stone and £2.5 away from my Club 10. So although I don't like to set targets for myself, I would like to achieve that next week. But if I only get £2 or £1, then I won't be upset, I'll just carry on. And that is what I wanted to say actually. I'm not one of these people who will say, oh, I want to lose such and such by the end of the month, or so many pounds in May, or I want to lose £5 next week. Or I've watched quite a few YouTube channels where people set these targets, and that's when they start to get downhearted and they lose their mojo when they don't get the result that they wanted. So although in group I do say I would like to lose £2 a week, I think that's quite a good challenge to set yourself, but I don't let any of the big targets get in my way. Like if I'm coming up to 2 stone or 3 stone, etc., then I don't increase my target to £3 or whatever. I just think, well, I would like to get the £3, but if I don't, then £1 or £2 is still a loss, and it's still great progress when you look back at what you've done. I mean, to think if I'd have thought on April the 7th that I would have lost nearly 2.5 stone in 2 months, I'd have been absolutely bowled over, which I am, and it's just amazing. And you can see I've been quite a bit of a big kid. Put some stickers on my book to say well done and wow. You might have seen those in my shopping haul, and love hearts. Such a big kid, but it was fun. So, and also I've done it on my journal. Put some love hearts on the front of my journal and throughout my book. Like when I've achieved something, I've stuck great on. But I did something quite funny yesterday. The second week is colouring the balloons of what you've lost so far. Well, I've lost £6 so far, but I got a bit carried away and coloured in 7. So I have to hope that I lose at least £1 next week, otherwise that will be wrong. So that was quite funny. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I joined Slimming World. Obviously I'm a big girl, I've got a lot of weight to lose, but I wasn't really admitting that to myself. I was just happy in what I was eating. I suffered with health problems and skin problems, but I was just carrying on wanting to eat what I wanted to eat and not have to think about dieting or doing all the hard work that comes with dieting, the planning and the preparation. Of course you always think about it at New Year, don't you? But they just sort of passed me by. But 2 of my friends on Facebook, I'll just say their first names here. One's called Kerry and one's called Carolyn. They started Slimming World in the new year, and Kerry so far has lost 3 stone and Caroline's lost about 1.5 stone. She rejoined, and they were just posting on Facebook every week their results, and it was like, I've lost £3, I've lost £2, and everybody was saying well done. And I thought, well, this Slimming World plan looks like it works, and I was thinking along those lines. And then in February I went on a trip to London with my sister and my nephew. I've mentioned them before, and it was so hard. There's so much walking involved in going to London, and I couldn't go. We went to the what's it called? The Viking Museum, and there's 2 rides in there, and I was able to go on one, but at the end of the trip to the Viking Museum, there's another ride where you have to have the bar pulled down, obviously over your stomach. But I sat on the chair on the ride, and somebody else pulled the bar down, and they pulled it down really hard, and it hit me on the stomach, and it really actually quite hurt. And because the bar wouldn't come right down, they said that I had to get off and go around the other way. So I didn't think I was too bothered at the time about that, but my stomach did hurt. But I think my sister was quite upset about it, and she was also upset because she said that with all the walking round and all the exercise we were doing, I looked ill and I looked grey. So I went to visit my mum and my sister a few weeks later, and they'd obviously, been talking about it, and they said, we really want you to do something about it. And at the time I was like, no, I knew you'd say something. I'm not going to start it now, blah blah blah. And I was a bit upset, and I was like, why do they always have to spoil a nice family day by bringing it up? And then, as 2 or 3 weeks went by after this visit to my mum's, and I still saw the Facebook posts, and I just said, oh, I think I'm going to go to Slimming World and just say, I tried to deny to myself that it was because, my mum and my sister had a word with me, it was my own decision. But I really do think that perhaps something did click in my head after that. And I think I've been quite determined since I've joined Slimming World. I've avoided temptation. I've kept within 15 sins most of the time, apart from the first week. And I've not eaten anything that's gone over my sins. So I'm really proud of myself for that. And now I've made this YouTube channel, and I hope I'm proud of myself for that as well. And I'm proud of what I'm doing for my family. So I still suffer with some skin problems, and the exercise is hard work and the preparation is hard work, but to see these kind of results every week, it just makes you keep going. The trip to Meadowhall last week was amazing. Yes, I might not have officially come down a dress size, but to know that I fit into size 32 clothes when I wasn't really sure before is amazing. And I'm really happy with what I've done so far, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to carry on, and also carry on doing this YouTube channel. So I want to thank you guys, because you ladies on YouTube, there's probably some men I haven't come across a man doing a channel yet, but you've really helped. You've really inspired me. So thank you, and please carry on and tell us more about your journeys. So I'll see you next week. Bye. Where's Alfie? He's not in his beddy. He's not laying on the floor. He's not outside. He's not upstairs. He's not in his bed. Where could he be? Oh yes. He's laying on his favourite cushion on the sofa. This is where Alfie is usually to be found, even when you started with the premise that you would not allow pets on the sofa. He's found his way onto his favourite cushion, where you might have noticed he is on a lot of the photos in the past 3 years.